If you'd introduce the two young men you brought with you and give us some comments on the 2020 Yellow Jackets.
All right, good. First off, thank you guys for having us out. We appreciate y'all doing this for us and spotlight our local high schools. To my right, I've got Levi Long. He's a junior defensive end and running back for us. He was all-county last year. Been starting for us since he was a freshman. To my left, I've got Kade Crowder. He is also a junior nose guard and offensive tackle for us, and he as well has been starting for us since he's a freshman. He was all-county for us last year as well. Both of these guys are very good football players, very good young men. We expect these two guys to be leaders for our team. They're not really vocal, but they lead by example. They're always at workouts, always at practice, always doing exactly what we ask them to do. So just two very good young men and two very good football players that we expect to have a good year for us this year. Going into the 2020 season, we're very excited. We're just excited that we're getting to start a season. When it was in doubt for so long whether we'd be able to play or not. We've had a very good off season, had a good summer. There's just a different vibe right now coming into the summer and into these first practice that we've had. I think you can sense some belief with our young men. They've obviously went through some very tough seasons the last couple of years. And I knew that coming in. I was told it's going to be a struggle for a couple of years, and it was. So we're proud of these guys for their resiliency and how they've been able to just stay the course. We're going to be an experienced football team to a degree this year. Last year we only had 3 seniors, which obviously is not what you want playing in the region that we're in. And out of those 3 seniors, I think they played 1 ball game together, and then 2 of them only got to play 2 games the rest of the year. And Daniel May, he got injured during the 9th ball game. So most, and through some injuries, through some junior kids last year, we played several games where we started. I think it was 7 freshmen on offense, 6 on defense, a couple sophomores, and a couple juniors. And that's tough playing in the region that we're in. So we've got a lot of experience coming back. Our guys, like I said, they believe, that they're going to be able to compete, and I do as well. I really believe that we'll be able to win some ball games that a lot of people don't think we'll have a shot in. So we're really excited and just glad to be back on the field and being able to make a positive impact on these kids and the kids making a positive impact on us.
Questions, guys? Coach, go ahead.
Coach, going into year 3, like you said, you knew you were going to struggle going in. It's been a rough road record-wise for the most part. Is this kind of where you thought you'd be going into year 3, and not wins or losses record, but by the kids developing a winning attitude and mental toughness, competing game in and game out every practice? Are you kind of at that point going into year 3 where you thought you would be in the first 2?
Yeah, we really are. I really felt like it'd be year 3 or year 4 before we was able to really compete. And, I think we'll be able to see that this year. We're obviously bigger, we're faster, we're stronger. We have a lot more depth this year than what we've had in the years past. I think we've got 52 kids out, and out of those 50, I feel like, we've got several kids that will be able to come in, whether they're starters or not, and give us quality reps. So I feel like, going into this season, we're going to be, we're a lot better shape than what we've been the last couple of years, for sure.
This is for both players. Coach always talked about the fact that you started since you were a freshman. You obviously had really high expectations about what you guys can bring to the table this year. What are some of the things that you've noticed inside the locker room with you and your guys and being able to, like you said, kind of take that next step and start?
Well, we've been doing a lot better inside, and everybody's attitude, I think we're going to be a lot better this season.
Well, our locker rooms, we build a chemistry, and I think we're more of a team. Like the past 2 seasons, we haven't really been a team, we're just individual. But this year, our chemistry is a lot better, and I think we can win some ball games.
Coach, on Friday I was down in Calhoun County, and one of the coaches alluded to your region as the SEC West. Talk about the challenges of competing, and it's got to be the toughest 3A region in the state of Alabama, and you've already talked about with a young team, that had to be a huge challenge for you and the staff and the team.
It was, you're playing, most time we were playing 14, 15-year-old kids last year against, against mostly juniors and seniors. So that's obviously tough. But like you said, we do consider it the SEC West of 3A football. I think from 1 through 7A is one of the probably the top 2 or 3 toughest regions that there is. We've got everybody coming back in the region. Of course, Piedmont and Welborn, I think they're probably the favorites. But then you've got teams like Hoax Bluff and Ohatchee who are coming in, who are obviously well-coached football teams. They are physical, disciplined football teams. So in this region, you get no off weeks. You better come prepared to play every week. Your guys have to be mentally and physically prepared. So it's a very tough region. It's a grind. Playing such a tough region every week. Injuries. Do play a part on that, and obviously I think possibility of COVID-19 possibly playing a role in that this year. If you or somebody that you're playing against obviously gets the virus, hopefully that don't happen. But I think that's going to come into effect into some games this year.
This is for the players. Playing against those teams week in and week out, like Piedmont and Ohatchee, some of those guys, does that motivate you guys even more in the locker room to really get after it?
Yes, sir, it really does. I think the better of a team, I think we really want to be the underdog and really come out with a victory.
I think it helps us because playing tougher teams makes us tougher and stronger going into the next games.
Coach, you got a jamboree, I think, in the first week or week 0, so you don't start in. You play a team from over in Huntsville, 4A team, I believe,
Correct, yeah.
in Randolph. Talk about your non-region schedule, those 3 teams that are on your schedule.
Yeah, we originally were put in a different region. When the regions came out, us and Hoax Bluff were in a different region with some teams a little over to the west more. Then the state called and said that we had, they'd been some things that happened at the state for whatever reason, I don't really know, that we had to change the region. So, it kind of messed our schedule up a little bit, so we had to scramble for a game 1. I'd already had our non-region games locked in when before the regions ever came out. So we were scrambling for a game 1 right there, and we talked to Randolph. They were trying to find one as well. So we played them in the spring game last year, so we was able to get together. So we'll be going to them. Randolph, they've got a new coach. From my understanding, he likes to throw the ball a lot, so that's always difficult to prepare for. I do know that they've got a very good quarterback and running back. Their running back, he just picked up his first offer to Tennessee. So we expect him and expect them to be a very good football team. Game 5 will be against Douglas. Honestly, don't know much about them right now. I do know that they've got a new coach, so we expect that to be a tough game as well. And then week 10, we have Plainview. Plainview, they're a lot like Glencoe, just hard-nosed kids. It's a tradition-rich program. So we're excited to be playing those 3 guys. As somebody that Glencoe don't play a lot, so it's good to play some different teams that you don't see on a regular basis.
little bit of a shuffle on your coaching staff. Talk about your staff this year, what you think they'll bring to the table.
Yeah, we're really excited. You know, I feel like it's a very good staff. On the offensive side of the ball, you've got Coach Hall. He's coming in with us and going to be our receivers coach. He's also doing a lot of our culture stuff. You know, just working through a lot of things where we're trying to bring positive attitudes and mental toughness that he's doing a really good job of for us. And then Coach Badgett and Coach Talbot. Coach Badgett's coaching our running backs. Coach Talbot are coaching our quarterbacks. And then Coach Langdale, he's our offensive line coach. He came on with us last year in the middle of the year. He's a volunteer for us. He's done a tremendous job with our offensive line. You know, I feel like in our region, really all levels of football, you know, your offensive line and defensive line is where ball games are going to be won. And, you know, he's come in and done a really good job for us up front. You know, that's somewhere that we've struggled last couple of years. And, you know, we really hope that's going to be a bright spot for us this year. On the defensive side of the ball, we've still got Coach Weems. He's still hanging in there. I think this is his 31st year with us. So we're excited that he's still with us. You know, he retired from the middle school, but he's filling the lead for us through a contract at the high school. So he's still coaching our defensive line. I'm gonna be coaching the secondary, calling the defense, and we've got Coach Johnson's gonna be coaching our outside linebackers for us.
Anybody else? Question this morning? Coach Alred? All right, Coach, I think that'll do it. We appreciate you and you guys being here with us today. And any final comments?
We're just, again, thank y'all for having us, and hopefully we can get through 15 weeks of the football season. Thank you.